Hi everyone, so in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Stablejack, see what they've built out. They've recently just launched on S. So the big thing here with these is you're able to leverage your farming, obviously for points, and obviously leverage farming in general. So just pay attention to the different versions of it. We're going to have like a points PT one, which is a points token, I think it is, and YT, which is for the yield token, yield farming. Again, not 100% sure if I've done that right. So yeah, yield token and points token. Make sure you read the docs, of course. Just quickly going through this document, you can see here it goes into information about it. We also will have more assets. Will be joined. I think only recently actually the SCUSD is in the works. You can do this with Beats version of Sonic, Liquid Sonic, and obviously you can do this with the Origin Protocol's Liquid version. And for this example, I'll be using the Origin Sonic protocol to use it. So what we're going to do now is quickly jump over to their Twitter handle. Make sure you're using official links, and pretty much when you get to it, we'll just go quickly back. What you want to do is pretty much get OS first. So I'm not going to go through this because I have it already in my wallet. So what you want to do here is convert your Sonic to OS. It's pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio, and then as soon as you do that, you're going to convert your Origin Sonic to wrapped Origin Sonic. This is the version you will need, is the wrapped Origin Sonic. So for the next step. So once we arrive over here in the app, obviously we're on Sonic, and you have two options. You have the basic or advanced. So as things get built out more and more here, options will become, you'll have more options and more choices. So we can have fixed yield farming, which will eventually come. You'll have leverage yield farming, which is there at this moment in time, and you can see the percentages here at the moment. And this leverage yield farming is the YT token. And next we have the leverage points farming. Again, the two options are there. And I think that's all. So what we're going to do in this case is we look at the advanced mode, and again it's just pretty much the pools are there as well. You can see the two positions here from Beats and Origin. And as I said, if I'm going for yield farming, because that's my area that I personally enjoy the most, and by doing this we're going to get 37% on our actual position. We have nearly 2x exposure to a points, and the points here are obviously your Sonic. So you have 15.36 Sonic points, and obviously the 153 discount tokens. So what we're going to do is quickly jump straight into it. So as I mentioned, we have the PT. So this is pretty much aimed at trying to maximize points. Again, we're using wrapped Origin Sonic in this scenario, and it's a simple enough process here. You put in your amount of them, you get your token, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. And it breaks up the token in such a way that it's able to leverage the points. We have our basic underlying APY, which is a 15.84, and this is obviously what's over here on Origin. And as I mentioned, we have the points exposure, but for us what we're going to be jumping into is the yield token, and this is this one over here on the bottom right. And again, the big thing with this is obviously you're earning the 37%. However, you're not getting any points for this. So this position is completely just for yield farming and earning, increasing your holdings of Origin Sonic, and in time Sonic, once you converted the whole way back. So I think at this moment in time, the YT, the APY here is the highest in Sonic. So your bag of Sonic that you have maybe sitting somewhere, it's potentially a good opportunity to get a higher yield for pretty much reduced, if any, risk. Obviously you have protocol platform risk, but in terms of price movement and stuff like that, there's very little risk to it. So what we're going to do is jump in with a 98.9. Again, we're going to just approve the tokens. And one thing I have noticed on this when I was doing a testing run, you'll have the warning here because the contract is only new, so just keep that in mind when you see it. So the one thing I've noticed on this is when you go to deposit, if it's 3 decimals, it doesn't seem to want to deposit at all. You keep getting a simulation or fail with the Rabi wallet, so pay attention to that. So now that we're in it, we're going to be on it, go to buy, and might say fail up here. No, so we're okay. So sometimes you might get a simulation fail here. What's happened to me once or twice when I was testing it is if it's 98.913, which it is now, it might fail it, whereas other times when you have 3 decimals after it, it might fail as well. It just hit and miss. If it's a case you keep getting the error, I would just round it to the 98 and see how it goes then. That is pretty much it. We're earning our 90, we're earning our 37% here at this moment in time, and eventually I suppose more stuff will come here with points. yield chart will have more stuff there. So if we go up here to the top right, click it, it goes into the information. So we got into the YTOS WS, and you can see it here. $55 is our position at the moment. We don't have to do anything else with that. It's pretty much earning what it's earning. If you're interested in getting involved, I would appreciate using this referral code here. I'm not 100% sure what I get back from it or what way it works, but like I've been doing, it's everything. Every one of these videos that focus on Sonic, all the funds basically get put back into this, where I eventually will be building this out to try and do, giveaways and events and stuff like that, all focused on Sonic for the time being anyway. And I suppose the last thing, check the documents, read over the documents, get the use of knowing what the protocols are all about, how they work, the opportunities that you can potentially have, looping yield, things like that. It's going to be game changer, I think, in the coming months, and getting a good hand on these kind of platforms at this moment in time is brilliant. Again, you can see the Sonic TVL, we've increased, we're up around almost at 400 million. We're chopping up and down now. But as I always been mentioning in all my videos, we're going up and to the right, and that's the key here. And last but not least is the points. So as we mentioned back here, if we close this one, you could get into the points and 2 extra points. Again, this is where the points will eventually start multiplying up here, and you can see I have at this moment in time with this wallet is 43,000. So it is a great way to potentially farm them Sonic points for the big airdrop that's coming. A lot of people could do that, and obviously, you're not risking, as I said, your token or your asset into permanent loss and liquidity pairs like that. So I think that is a massive driving factor behind Stable Jack is the way you can yield farm points or yield farm increase rewards, obviously with your single asset, and obviously again with your point farming, you can leverage the max out of it. And I think that's going to be a big thing, because a lot of, at this moment in time, obviously in Sonic, it's a lot of focus on points, and if you're able to double and treble your points, it's going to be a win-win. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, the platform is Stable Jack. I use, for this instance, Origin Sonic. Again, you can see, making sure you use all their links, official links, and like I mentioned, I appreciate if you were to use it, use this link, and I don't know, we'll see what happens with it. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.